All right, guys, I've got YouTube going and Hellotalk. So let me go back to Hellotalk and see how this is going. Thank you, Carolina. Is there anyone on YouTube? Let me know here in the room. Guys, I just did something. I took one step. I've never done this before. And that's what's exciting about taking one step. I'm not an expert, so I cannot be doing cartwheels or running a marathon. I'm having to take just one step. And how I'm taking that step today is opening up YouTube and Hellotalk at the same time. This is a huge balancing act for me. And I don't have the experience, but I'm willing to take that risk. I'm talking about this because you guys, maybe you think, I can't speak English, I'm no good at this. And you refuse to talk because you can't do it perfectly. I'm demonstrating to you guys right now, it doesn't have to be perfect. I don't know anything about live streaming on YouTube, but yet I took a step. You may not know anything about talking in English, but you're taking a step. Is that huge progress? Maybe not. Maybe it's just a little progress. But that's okay. That's okay. A lot of times as adults, we think it's got to be this big difference or it doesn't matter. But personally, if you know me, and probably the people on YouTube don't know me, but a lot of you here on Hellotalk, you know me. You've been coming into my live streams, and I've shared with you about my struggle with my eyesight. Yesterday, I went to the eye doctor. It's a specialist. It's not the eye doctor for clarity. The doctor that I'm going to is helping me to focus. If you know anything about me, you know that my eyes were not working together and I was not able to see long distance. So I'd get very dizzy, very anxious. Walking my dog, I'd have to close one eye because everything was unstable. The point of this is that because of this experience, I've had to focus. I've had to take very, very small focuses. And doing these small things has helped me to see again. I have a little red dot, and I've shown you guys in my post this little dot that I follow. It may seem ridiculous, but helping me to focus, that one little small step is helping me to focus. The whole point of what I'm saying is change your mindset that unless you're doing something really big, unless you're having these long conversations in English, that you're not making progress. Change it and focus on the small things. Oh, today I talked with Teacher Steph on the stage. We only talked for a minute. I got so tongue-tied and nervous. Oh, I was no good. I don't speak English well. Oh, you see how you're spiraling? It's not good enough. Stop that and say, oh, I took a step. I went on stage. I've never done that before. I took a step. I was nervous, but I answered Teacher Stephanie's questions. Change the way you think about things, and you will start to notice your progress. I had to take that step back. And when I went to the doctor yesterday, he tracked my eyes, and there was improvement. There's quite a bit of improvement. But I told him that when I look down, I still see double. I'm still seeing double dots. And instead of him telling me it's not enough, you didn't do your, because I know that did not do my exercises every day. He didn't say that to me. He didn't say, oh, you didn't do what you needed to do. Shame on you. No, he didn't do that. Even though I know that I didn't do my exercises every day, the way he approached it was, okay, let's add this exercise. And so now, instead of just following the dot, I have to follow a dot going from here up. And that's part of my new exercise. That may seem simple to you guys. You may think, what is she talking about? I'm talking about taking small steps. Small steps should not be discarded. We should think about our small steps in an exciting way. When a baby's learning to crawl and then they stand up and they take that step, we all celebrate. But when a language learner is learning vocabulary and phrasal verbs and how to pronounce new words, we don't celebrate ourselves. I sang in Korean at church, and part of me would say, oh, you didn't know this when you were doing that. You didn't know that. But since I've been on this journey of the small steps, I was like, wow, Stephanie, you did something that you haven't done. Did you do it perfectly? No. No. And thankfully, there was lots of other people that were singing in Korean. So my mispronunciation didn't matter. I celebrated that small step. That's what I want to encourage you to do. Change your mindset. Don't think, let me think how to phrase this. Stop thinking, I didn't practice English today. I'm such a loser. I didn't practice English. I'm not good enough. No, please. And if there's someone in your life that makes you feel that way, then limit the amount that you listen to them. Find those people in your life that celebrate your small steps. For me, this doctor telling me, okay, Stephanie, let's do this. Let's take this one little step forward. My double vision, I'm not choosing this. I'm not choosing for my eyes to, the muscles to be tight. This is something that I don't have control over. You learning a new language, in some ways, you're not choosing how difficult it is. So give yourself grace. And if someone points out something new to you or you hear something new, try it. Try that one little step. If it's successful, yay. If it isn't, maybe keep trying. Or if it's something that's really painful, stop it. Just stop it for now and come back to it. Pop over here to YouTube, open it up for a second and see if there's anything going on here. I don't know how to see if there's messages or I don't know. I've got one person in the room. Is that me? I don't know. How do you, okay, let me close that. How do you see comments? Okay, there we go. So I go in here and I go, hi. All right, cool. So I've been live streaming over here for 10 minutes. I don't know how to share my screen yet. That's something that I want to do in the future, is live stream and share my screen. But for now, one step at a time. Split view makes it easier to multitask. Show me how. See, this popped up. Do I want to learn now? Or I don't want to learn now. I'll do that later. What I'm going to do, you're at B2 level and you want to write your first book in English. Okay, start with one sentence. Start with one sentence. And I'm the first person to tell you, I want a completed book. I want a completed book. My husband, he used AI as a tool. So you can do that. You can use a resource as a tool, not the master. I don't want AI to write a book for me. But if I can use AI to help me write it and then I make adjustments, that might be a way for you to write the book. If you don't want AI at all, then start writing. Jules, she's got a book out there, guys. And I don't remember the name of her book, but she wrote a book. So if you want to write a book, find people that have written books and watch their vlogs. Talk to them if you have that connection with them. Oh, you've started writing. Good, good. Okay. Yes, I write my own sentences, but I need to correct my grammar mistakes. Friend, get the ideas down. Forget about the grammar. If you write and you think all about grammar, you lose the focus. Figure out the purpose of your book and just start writing. That's what editing's for. You'll notice in my posts when I write, they're not perfect. Sometimes I make big mistakes. I know I make mistakes with punctuation. Punctuation is a challenge sometimes for me when I'm writing posts. If I was going to publish my post, I would want them to be as close to perfect as possible. But I'm okay with mistakes. Be okay with making mistakes when the writing is at the beginning stage. So worry about grammar later. Get the ideas down. Okay? That's my advice. It's about your story with English. Great. Stop focusing on the grammar. The grammar will come. Even if you're writing down one word, write that word, okay? And then when you go back, then you can edit it and get someone that you trust to help you edit it. But if you don't put the ideas down because you're so worried about grammar, you won't get anything done. Yeah, I agree. There's Dr. Richard. Did you hear me compliment you earlier? Were you in the room? He might have been lurking in the room, or he may have taken a break to go check out the sleeping live streamers or the cutie patooties. There's some really cute, oh my gosh, very, very attractive live streamers here. You missed it. Just know, Dr. Richard, that I was complimenting you. I called you one of our original goats. So I hope you take that as a compliment. I know. I remember. I was like, well, I remember what I said. Who does this remind you of, Dr. Richard? This reminds me of you, Dr. Richard, when you're playing the guitar. It just reminds me of you. Yeah, that's so you, right? That's so you. Well, Dr. Richard, I'm taking one step today. I'm doing something I've never done. I'm live streaming here on Hellotalk, and I have my YouTube. Right now, I'm not able to say anything on the YouTube, so if there's anybody listening on the YouTube, I'm not really interacting with them. It's more of like all my attention's here, but I've never done this before. So it's very exciting to me. You can tell us, how do I want to ask this? Dr. Richard and everyone else that's listening, are you someone that you see that you've made progress when you take one step, or not? Are you someone who sees your small progress? Say yes. If you don't see your small progress, say no. Thank you, Carolina. You see your progress. Awesome. Okay, so if there's not a result, you don't see you don't see a final result, so you don't pay attention to the progress. Maybe what your expectation of the result is too much. Like today, I knew that I was going to try to open up a YouTube channel and live stream. I've been waiting to get 50 subscribers so I could do that. That's my small step. Even if something happens and I close this, even if no one goes into the YouTube channel, I notice my small progress. Now, if my expectation was I'd have 25 people over in my YouTube channel and I'd have 100 people in my Hellotalk, I wouldn't see my progress. So I've had to learn, set my expectations at something that's realistic. It's realistic for me to have 50 people in my Hellotalk room. And right now, it's realistic to just open and start a live stream in YouTube. Now I can celebrate that small step. Thank you, Joel. Step by Step with Teacher Stephanie. That's my YouTube, and that's also my Instagram. Yeah, you don't want to have all your bags in one egg, all your eggs in one basket. You have more than 800 followers, and they are interested in learning English. Wonderful. If you feel like I would be an asset to them, you can recommend me. My friend Somaya, she recommended my channel, and if she's here in the room now, thank you for that. Guys, if someone is doing something that you feel is valuable, that brings value, then share. Keeping something all to yourself doesn't help. So live streamers here that are bringing value, share them. Share the live stream. Jonathan, fabulous person. Cherry's doing more voice rooms, more and more. Share those people. Todd, fantastic live streamer. He's got like an abundance of people that join his live streams from China. Okay, great. Keep sharing him. Let's build up the people that bring value, and we'll keep showing up. No, not Tiffany. Not Tiffany. My name's not Tiffany. Tiffany. Oh boy, do I have connections with that name. You want to hear why I don't like the name Tiffany? Welcome. When Native children, you want to hear why? I'll tell you why I don't like the name Tiffany. My second year teaching, so I was still a beginning teacher. I taught the emotionally handicapped. This is a regular classroom, and I only have 2 years experience or 1 year experience. For some reason, they put the emotionally handicapped. These are children that have behavior issues. They don't know how to regulate their emotions, and gifted. Gifted children speak, they think on higher levels, they question authority many times, very challenging. My second year teaching, I'm still trying to figure out how to manage the classroom. So they give me these students that would be difficult for someone who's been teaching 10 years, not alone 1 year. So the connection to Tiffany. Tiffany was this, I'm going to say darling in a very sarcastic way. Tiffany was this really challenging, extremely challenging child. I would give a direction and Tiffany would question it. I would explain a concept and Tiffany would find something that did not make sense about it. Everything I said, I did. This child challenged me. I learned how to be very firm with my consequences because of Tiffany. So Tiffany taught me a lot about myself, but it was not easy. She challenged everything, and it went so far as to when I said something that I would do, if this behavior continues, you're going to lose this privilege. Tiffany, you've been given a warning. Everyone else is going to have candy. If you continue this, you're going to miss out. Tiffany, you made a choice. You will not be getting the candy. Done, right? No. Not done. Tiffany went home, got her mother. Her mother comes to my classroom, stands in a very aggressive stance. Why did you not give my daughter candy? And she's got a big bag of candy. The mother is holding onto a big bag of candy. And I was, ma'am, this is the expectation. I told the whole class if this behavior happens, then they would not receive the candy. Tiffany continued with this behavior, so her consequence is not to get the candy. The mother informs me that Tiffany can have as much candy as she wants. And I was just like, and the woman was getting very aggressive with me. And it was just like, ma'am, that's your choice. But here I told her no, and I'm going to keep my word as no. If you have a problem with that, take it up with the principal. And she aggressively left. So this was not just a one-time thing. Tiffany is part of my learning how to become more firm, but I wish I could have learned it without being threatened. So that's my story as to why the name Tiffany rubs, like it like scratches me, because that was not a good experience. So when I meet someone with the name of Tiffany, I have that experience. And I have to remind myself that Tiffany is not this new Tiffany. I can't connect these two people because they have the same name. But I'll be honest with you, the person I know, and I know another Tiffany, and I don't like her. I don't like her. And I am like, you really don't like her. And it's not because of the previous Tiffany, it's because of her actions. So, funny story, but not so funny. Yeah, I would agree with you. I think the mother is why the daughter is the way she is. The mother, there was no reason for the mother to come up there with the child next to her and give her that entire bag of candy. The mother could have talked to me privately. She could have told me she disagreed with the way I did things. But to do that in front of the child, now I was having to work even harder to have this child respect me. So it is what it is. I learned how to be firm. What memories can you use this method for learning? Good question. Emotions. If you can connect emotions to your memories, to learning, it can make it bigger in your head. There's a method of memorizing where you make something much bigger. And also, if you can make that new word or the new concept do some kind of action, then you will memorize it more. So, for example, let me give an example. You're studying cheese. All right? The vocabulary word is cheese. And you're trying to remember what cheese is. You can do CHEESE. You can copy the word. You can look at a little picture of cheese. Or you can try something. You don't have to, but you can. You can imagine this giant cheese. You make it really big. This giant piece of cheese falling down onto a person and they can't breathe. Now that cheese is bigger in your brain. And then you can connect other words to that giant piece of cheese. You can connect the word smothering. You can connect other vocabulary words. Imagination is a great method. There is a master memorizer that uses this technique. I don't use it often, but when I do, it's a lot of fun. So if you're trying to memorize something and it just doesn't stay in your memory, make it really big. Make whatever the concept is like giant size, and then have an action connected to it, like a story, then you'll remember it. It is better to make children learn how to be responsible even when they're little. Yes. Teaching Teaching people that they're responsible for their actions helps them in adulthood. It's one of the reasons why we have entitled adults now. Everyone participates, so they get an award for showing up. That's something they should do automatically. That is not making people responsible for their actions. That's surprising. I thought in Japan, everyone is so polite with elder people and teachers. Oh, I missed something. That's okay. Hello, Jessica. Thank you. I did it again, guys. I'd had my conversation without bringing someone stage. Anyways, that's okay. It's part of the way I communicate, I guess. I really do want to spend time with the people in the room. And what happens is when someone's on stage, it's very difficult for me to interact. So step by step, we're making progress. Me too. Carolina is the moderator. Carolina will answer your questions as long as they're not rude, or if she can't answer them, she'll share with me later and I'll do my best. So guys, before I get you up on stage, give a shout out to Carolina, please. She doesn't have to do this for me. She's trying to help me make these live streams better. We're trying slowly to improve our interaction. So give a shout out to Miss Carolina. Yay, yay, yay. All right, Jessica. Woohoo. I wish we could have like little memes, where you have a picture pop up, or those cute little emojis that do the dances. We'll just do what we can do. I hope you feel the love, Carolina, because I'm sending all that love to you, because this is also it's a new step. I'm taking 2 new steps. Actually, I'm going to take 3 new steps today. Thank you, Cami. I'm taking 3 new steps. Hopefully today or tomorrow, you'll take 1 new step in your language journey. I'm taking 3 new steps. I have a moderator. I'm on YouTube. And I will end my live stream with music. Those are the 3 new things that I'm doing here today. It's on YouTube, Amit. I'm excited. Hi, YouTube. I didn't forget about you. I don't know if anybody's over there. Next time I live stream on both places, I can do a split screen. But today, I'm just taking 1 step by opening up the live stream on YouTube. What if I'm too nervous? What I'm not good at? Okay, CJ. What's a way, guys in the room who's been with me, what's the word we tell CJ instead of nervous or anxious or scared? Earlier on, I told you a word that I use. Anybody remember? If you remember and you don't have, I'm going to start trying to do this, guys. I get free VIP passes. I get free like 5 a month. So this is why I need you to support me so I can keep qualifying for content creator. So I get 5 free VIP passes. So I'm going to try to do things where I share these passes with you. I'm looking for a way to write down who gets this. I will give a free VIP pass to the person who can tell our friend, besides thinking of something as anxiety, nervousness, scared, how do we change that? There's one word that I used earlier Instead of being anxious, scared, or nervous, switch it. There was one word that I used. And if you can remember that, I'll send you a VIP pass. I'm going to give you 1 minute to see if you remember. So let me get my timer here. Timer, 1 minute. It's okay. Brainstorm, think about it. Instead of being nervous about something, instead of being scared about something, if you don't get it, you don't get it. And I'll tell you in 1 minute. There is an emotion that you can tell yourself when you're going into a job interview, when you're doing something new. You have 1 minute. And the person that gets it, I'll send you a VIP pass. Oh, okay. You guys need to think, what's a positive way? You're telling me all the negatives. What is a positive for being nervous, for being scared? 18 seconds. 11 seconds. You're close. You're so close, Vinny. 2 seconds. You got it, Vinny. You got it. All right. I got excited. I got a little excited. Yay, Vinny. Guys, shout out to Vinny. Vinny, if you do not have a VIP pass, if you are the free membership, then I will send you. If you're following me, all right, Vinny, yes. You tell yourself, instead of being nervous and anxious and scared, you tell yourself, I'm excited. Now, part of excitement, there's a little bit of anxiety. There's a little bit of insecurity, but it's a positive. It's a positive way of looking at something that's new. So awesome sauce, Vinny. Yay. Great job. I'll send you the VIP. It's either a month, a week, or a day. I don't know how long the pass is for, but I'll get it to you. That's right. Well done. All right. So now let's get you guys up on. Yeah, I think that's a pretty great prize. I'm taking steps by steps. Hellotalk gives content creators, when we qualify, bonuses. That's why I don't like asking people to like my post. But if I don't qualify, I don't get these bonuses, and then I don't get to share them. That's why I started support. What is it called? Steph supporters or support Steph. It's a group. Right now I have 20 people in there. It's a silent group. No texting allowed. No one text in the room. No questions, no comments. Only me at the moment. And I'm doing that because chat rooms can get bombarded. People can come in and just text. And then all these people get ding, dings, and it's overloaded. This support room is a way for me to qualify. So the people that come into the support room, you're not talking. What you're doing is, when I write a post, you may not receive it because of the algorithm. And that frustrates me. I've got 27,000 followers, 27,000 followers. And the algorithm shows my post to 200 people. I need to have 50 likes. I need to have 4 posts with 50 likes a month in order to qualify. As you can tell, I'm not Korean. As you can tell, I am not 20 with perfect skin. I don't show a lot of pictures of food. I've got an adorable dog, but I don't have lots of pictures. These are the posts. These people get 600 likes. One guy, he had 2 pictures of himself and he was Korean. 600 likes. Such thirsty people. Me, Cherry, other creators send out educational posts and we get 20 likes. So I wanted to find a way so I could qualify, because I know what I'm doing here is helping people, and I'm going to fight that algorithm. All right. If you go into my post later, you'll see the little QR code. Come and ask to join. I'm setting a boundary. If you talk, if you text in there, I'll send you a warning. Shh. If that continues a second time, I give you a warning. Mistakes happen. I get it. If it happens again, I'll have you leave. And it's not that I'm being mean. I'm just trying to set a purpose for that room. In the future, when I can manage it, I'll have a room where we can ask questions, kind of like Jonathan. Guys, he is a live streamer who has a wonderful community here on Hellotalk, and he has a room where people can go in, they can ask questions. Cherry, I think, is another live streamer, voice room host, who has a community where you can go and you can ask questions. I don't have that right now, and that's okay, because I'm taking small steps. CET4, I don't know what that means. Yeah, Jonathan, he's your teacher. Jonathan's my friend. He's not a professional teacher, but he's an excellent communicator, and he's a really good teacher. Really, really good. Even though he doesn't have the credentials, he still has the heart of a teacher. So please like these content creators' posts. Please go into their room and support this endeavor that Hellotalk is making. Hellotalk can be a fun place where shenanigans take place, where people practice English, but it also can be a place where you have access to professionals, to strong communicators who show up for you. Support those that are helping you on your journey, and we'll keep showing up. I understand. It's a type of test. It's the basic level. That makes sense. All right. So let me stop talking. I need to do that and get you guys up here so you can talk for this next hour. So from 11 to 12, I'm going to let you talk. I talk for 2 hours. I've got to change that. Casual chat needs to be Stephanie only talks for 30 minutes and then you guys talk the rest. But anyways, today was a little different because I was trying to start the YouTube channel. And I don't feel bad about talking because I'm talking to you guys and we're interacting, but you're not getting a chance to practice your spoken. You're getting a chance to practice your listening skills, but Fridays, I really want to do a better job with having you guys practice your spoken English. Ma'am, I have a own store. Let me see what I think you're trying to say. I have my own store. You will visit. I'll send you personally it's in the UK. Okay. I don't have any plans to go to the UK anytime soon, but from now on, when I travel, my travel plans will be open to trying to connect with people. I don't want to be a tourist anymore. I want to be a traveler. A traveler is someone who goes to different locations and they interact with the people. A tourist is someone who goes to different locations and they interact with the activities, the landmarks. Excuse me a second.
You said that.
Oh, okay. Do you need anything?
Still, you don't know.
Oh, thank you. Wow. No, it's online. Oh, an online store. Okay, we'll talk later. We'll talk later about that, Jessica. Give me a follow. And I think I closed my DMs again. I had them open, but I got like a ton of messages and it was hi, 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 hi. And that's so annoying. I feel very overwhelmed. So I closed my DMs, my direct messages, and I asked people to make an effort. If you make an effort to interact with me, yesterday I met this really interesting person. Their screen name's called SA. And we had this really interesting conversation because they made an investment. They left a message on one of my posts that I had written. So then I reached out to them and we had a conversation. Sergi, if you'll notice in my post, he shadows almost every single one of my posts. Now, if Sergi asked me to do something for him, I would be very happy to do it because I know that he's invested. He is not just wanting to take from Stephanie. He's not just wanting to have me give. Sergi's saying, I'm making an effort. Yes, ma'am. I have followed you before, ma'am. Okay. All right. Great. Hi, Aiden. Is it, or Aden? I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce that. Adan. Thank you for that. All righty. It is almost 11. Come on up to stage. If you're on stage, please know that I'm recording on YouTube. So, all right, Carolina. Thank you so much. Thank you. And anytime you come in, I'll just go ahead and make you moderator. I'm going to get a team together. So you're my first teammate. And in the future, someone who's consistently supportive, I'm going to ask them to be a moderator because this helps me to be better. Guys, give a shout out to Carolina. Send her a big thank you. Yay, 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 yay. I'm going to send you a round of applause. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Carolina's my first moderator. If you would like to be a moderator, the way that I selected her is that Carolina is consistent. She comes into my live streams and supports and encourages and interacts. That's why I asked her to be my moderator. Amit, he's coming in and he's interacting. I'm this close to asking him if he would be my moderator. If you are someone who would like to help me and you're someone who I trust, I can ask you to be my moderator. It's not a big responsibility, but it is an important, because the moderator helps me with the room. So while someone's on stage, the moderator's looking at what people are texting and they're answering their questions, or they're reminding them of, um, just reminding them of things. So if that's something you're interested in, start interacting in my room and I'll see it and I'll notice it and I'll ask you to come and assist me. Ni hao. Hi, Gemstone. Welcome. Welcome to the room. All righty. If you want to come on stage, I want you to know I'm recording you. So please let me know if you want to be recorded. If you're okay with that, it'll show up on my YouTube channel. If you're not okay with that, then I'll ask you to go down, or you can turn your camera off. But I really don't like it when you turn your camera off. I'm okay with it because I know it's late, but it could be that small step when you turn your camera on. Let's see who has their hand raised. No one shows up. So go ahead, raise your hand if you'd like to come up on stage and we can talk. And I can stop talking so much. Hi, James. Welcome. Someone raised their hand. Okay, James, we'll bring you up. Okay, and I'm still live streaming over here. Hi, James. Welcome. Are you okay with me recording on YouTube? Are you okay with that? Okay. Welcome, James. Where are you from? I'm from Kenya. Well, welcome. And how long have you been on Hellotalk? So you've been here a little bit. What are your thoughts about this app? Okay, tell me more. James, what makes it nice? Did I lose? Oh, there you are. I can't see you, so I don't know if you're. What makes this app nice? What do you like about this app? Hmm. Hellotalk gives us the ability to interact with people all around the world. And I, I love it. Well, mm, Tell me some of the countries you've met people from. Wow, so you've been very active. Um, mm, oh, no worries. No worries. People have lives. I when I live stream, my daughter comes in the room, my husband comes in the room, the dog starts to misbehave, and we're not in a classroom, right? Okay, right, right. That's okay. Maybe next time you can turn your camera on, but I understand. I understand. So follow me. Well, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. I appreciate the support. There's a lot of live streamers. There's a lot of activity, um, and lots of choices. So, okay, okay. Oh, you're gonna ask me. I love, I love that it's unexpected. I can turn on the camera and I don't know if I'm going to meet somebody from Kenya, from from Canada, from Russia. It's that unknown that's really exciting for me, um, because I love people. I think people are so fascinating. Um, what else do I love about this app? It's fun. The it is it is fun. It's fun, and it doesn't have to be. I don't have to. It doesn't have to be like boyfriend girlfriend type. I know there's a lot of that that goes on, but you can meet someone who's married with kids, or someone, and you can still enjoy your time together. So I know there's apps where there's a lot of pressure for dating, and app, this app has a lot of that. But Hellotalk is trying. Yeah. So, do you have a tip to avoid scammers, James? Oh, you haven't? Okay. Well, let me give you a tip. Okay. Um, give me a second. Let me think of a tip. Money. If someone's doing exactly, if you're texting or you're talking with somebody and they bring up money very soon, bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Because, yeah, go ahead. Kadari, we Okay. Mm, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, well, James, you sound very kind. Be careful. Be very careful about sending money. You may have meant that in a kind gesture, but these scammers, what they do is they'll tell you a sob story. Oh, James, I need this money because, oh, no, no, don't worry about, oh, James, this is what's happening to me. If you find it in your heart, can you send me money? I'm going to lose. So they'll twist things on you. Um, I need to address something. Uh, is Kandari still in the room? Because this is something that is very rude. Kandari, I, I am not going to tolerate people calling me grandma. It's a big, very large insult. And I want to know this person's age. So if someone is 30 and they're calling me grandma, it's an insult. Yeah, this is exactly, call me friend, call me teacher, but this is one of my this is why I need a moderator. I am looking for a moderator to help me when I'm chatting because it's something that I don't understand. I don't look like a grandma. That's what I don't get. I don't look like a grandma, but oh, thank you, James. But for some reason, I don't know if there's like this club out there. Maybe there's this group of people that says, "Ooh, Teacher Steph is live streaming. Let me let's go into her room and call her grandma because she really doesn't like that." I really do. Uh, we are, we are, and exactly. Well, I asked, is it okay in different cultures to refer to a stranger as grandma? And nobody said, and I had multiple people, yeah, in your culture, James, in your where you come from, would you call a stranger grandma? Oh, it's disrespectful, right? In my ma- ma'am, sir. Now, if you have a relationship, right? If that person starts to become connected with you and they're okay with being called grandma, but to introduce yourself to have your first conversation like that is very rude. Yeah, auntie. Auntie is a familiar term, a family name. Mm, mm. It's that's how I feel when someone refers to me as grandma. It feels very arrogant. That's why I tried to look up and see the person's age. Yeah, and that's why I'm gentle. That's why I asked, in different cultures, is it okay to refer to your teacher? My name's Teacher Steph. My name is not Grandma Stephanie, right? If my name was Grandma Stephanie, woohoo, come and call me Grandma. But I name myself Teacher so that people will have that level of respect. So this is something that I'm trying to navigate. Um, so these are the dynamics of live streaming, of being a host here, that people do not understand, James. And it's one of those things about being on this app. When you reach out to make a connection with someone, you may get offended. You may misunderstand. And it's very easy to do. So maybe by me interacting with people, call me grandma or mom. I don't like those two words. It's very personal. So someone that's in the room, maybe they're talking to people with these very intimate, and then they get nasty remarks. Stop doing that. So maybe by this interaction, I've helped somebody. That's my only hope, because it's frustrating. But I want to tell you guys, there's 70 in the room right now. If someone calls me grandma, I'm going to research you. I'm going to find out how old you are, because it makes no sense to me. Um, Grandma, you could call me grandma if you're 10 years old. Maybe your grandma. If you're 25 and you're calling me grandma, yeah, you got something mixed up there somewhere. Yeah. Either you're trying to intentionally, and people do that, they want to intentionally insult somebody, or I need to educate you. Let me educate you. Cool. Okay. Right. Mm. That's the same thing as calling me grandma, because yeah, Mm. Well, Samuel said that in his country, they call their teachers auntie or uncle. I'm totally fine with being auntie. Okay. If your culture is auntie, auntie's not age connected to it. Okay. Exactly. Children, not, yeah. It, it's something I'm going to have to, hmm, yeah. When I'm a, yes, I am not 20 years old on this app, but you guys, the majority of you are not teenagers. Maybe there's a few teenagers on this app, but they don't come in my room. They go into the like music rooms or the cutie girl rooms or the gorgeous guy rooms. They don't come to me. So the teenagers are not in here. So that's not who stays in my room. But exactly, when you're a child, you can call um, your teacher, the adults, auntie, uncle, but nobody in here is a child. There's 67 people in here. I don't think any of you are 5 years old. If you are, go get your mama and get off this app. You're not supposed to be here. Oh gosh. This is good, James. This is good because um, this is something that I'm very good at is helping people understand communication. And you communicate well, by the way. How did you learn English? You. Mhm. I can tell. I can tell you're very intelligent. I can't see you. I cannot see you, but I imagine. You say that again, please. You're a farmer. Oh, wow. That takes a lot of patience. Mm. If you have that choice and you can take care of your family, then you you we make choices as adults, and farming is a very challenging profession, very challenging. I'm trying to grow potatoes. I got potatoes, and they're actually pretty, but I would, yeah, I would appreciate that. Oh, wonderful. I would appreciate that a lot. What is your favorite vegetable or to plant? What's your favorite to plant to grow? Sugar cane? Mm, it takes 3 months to grow potatoes. Okay. And how someone in the room said it, how long does it take for potatoes to grow? About 3 months. How about carrots? I grew carrots. I actually ate my carrots. So about 3 months. Okay. Mhm. No chemicals. Right. Well, so do I on a very, very small my family would starve if I was a farmer because Mm, mm, mm. Right. Mhm. Well, James, instead of being frustrated and starving, you found a way to do, and that says a lot about your character because there's a lot of people that wanna complain, "Oh, my life's this. Oh, I can't see." You know, I struggled with my vision. Um, but it says a lot about your character that you said, "I'm going to try this. I'm going to do this." And, those are the type of people that I respect and I admire because problems happen no matter no matter if you're a farmer, a teacher, a CEO, a house housemaker, homemaker, problems happen. Do we